So I wanted to make a video just to talk about Sugar Sean's hate, because I watched that press conference, finally got around to talking about it, and Sugar Sean O'Malley didn't seem like he had a whole lot of supporters at that press conference. And I'm going to be real, I could see why. I'm a little more forgiving when it comes to these champions, just because, look, I understand that whether we love them or hate them, we're tuning in to watch them fight, and that's what matters. Just like Aljamain Sterling, there was a very justifiable reason to not like him when he started doing his title reign, right? Like the Jan rematch and everything. A lot of people were championing against him, and I was hoping that Jan would win again. I was one of those guys that did not like Sterling when he first started, but as he started creeping along, he defeated T.J. Dillashaw and Henry Cejudo, and then he was facing Sean O'Malley. I was 100% Aljamain Sterling, because I was like, you know what? There comes a point where I got to stop hating and say this guy's kind of redeemed himself from that. Same with Sean O'Malley. You look at the beginning of his career, they used to call him Sean O' My Leg, but you can tell from watching his onward fights that guy's hit up some leg day. And his takedown defense is still pretty friggin' crazy, except for Petr Yan. Yan was able to take him down, and I think if Jan's able to out-wrestle him, I think Merab's going to give him a little bit of problems. If anyone's going to be a threat to O'Malley, it's definitely going to be Merab. I think a lot of people are going to be sleeping on Merab until he reaches O'Malley, and then we'll see fight night how these things play out. I just give out predictions. One punch can change the trajectory of a fight, so it's super hard, especially with the modern-day internet culture, where they're going to go and look at what you're doing, right, and they're going to see your predictions, and then they're going to leave some post or something like that. That just doesn't make any sense. They don't care what the statistics or thoughts behind your predictions are. Those pathological fans are always going to be there. And I think that's where a lot of these haters come from, is there's just a lot of fans who come there just to shout at something, just to see some violence. A lot of people don't really care about the technical aspects of the sport. But like technically looking at Sean O'Malley's, record and how he's improved, how he's made sure that leg is not his Achilles heel anymore, pun kind of intended, and he kept up with a lot of the takedown defense, because seeing him defend Sterling's takedowns and not really have a problem with Sterling when it comes to staying on the feet, I'm going to be real and just, he actually really got things done against Sterling. And you got to give him some credit. A lot of people were thinking he was going to lose that title fight, and then he ended up getting the belt. So you got to give credit due where credit is due, and I think Sean deserves at least some credit. Now, am I saying that he's obviously the best thing? No, because I think he's kind of like a modern-day Conor McGregor. Very similar stand-up style. He obviously had some shakiness at the beginning of his career that he's ironed out. Conor McGregor was always just on that rise and always just blasting through the rankings. O'Malley, there were times where you would think that, is this guy going to make it to the belts? Conor McGregor had a lot more supporters than O'Malley did. O'Malley has a lot of haters, but his supporters have kind of grown in numbers, and we're going to see a slow turnaround when it comes to that kind of stuff. And, I could just tell that right now we are at the pinnacle of his haters. Just because of this whole Vera rematch, it's very justifiable to speculate why a lot of people are tuning in. But I'm going to finish with a really good point. This hate has brought this pay-per-view to a very high standard, to the point where it's up there with a lot of Conor McGregor pay-per-views now. So although Conor had a lot more, supporters than haters, and O'Malley has a lot more haters than supporters, I believe, right now, that guy can sure sell the pay-per-views. And you know what? The cringe and the obvious rage bait that he's throwing out there to make you guys mad, and you are taking it on a silver platter, you're doing exactly what he wants you to do. You're spending money on that pay-per-view. So you know what? You hate Sean O'Malley, keep doing it, because it's only going to keep rolling in more money for the UFC. And it's like Colby Covington said, people don't respond to positivity. They respond to controversy. And O'Malley has done a really good job. But I will have to say, I do pick O'Malley to win this fight. Vera could win, but I'll get into that in my predictions. Peace out.